This device here is the most affordable 2-in-1 wireless adapter for both Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto at just around 3,000 rupees if you use my exclusive discount coupon code, that is. More on that later on. In this video, we'll be unboxing this device and setting it up in my car, the Kia Sonet, to find out if you should be buying this product or not. For those of you who do not already know, this sort of an adapter simply converts your car's wired Apple CarPlay or wired Android Auto into a completely wireless connection, which helps a ton in minimizing the number of wires you need to keep in your car. We get a small black and yellow colored rectangular box here without any company branding, and even though we do not get any pictures of the actual device either, we do get a ton of highlights of it all around the box. This thing has a 5 GHz Wi-Fi connection as well as the auto connection feature, which is nice. Not much of anything on most of the other sides apart from the rear of the box, where we can see the required connection steps to pair the dongle in your car. Few of its features worth mentioning here are that this device is suitable for more than 98% of the car models out there. However, only those car models are compatible with this which have a built-in wired CarPlay feature or a wired Android Auto feature. iPhone 6 and above or iOS 12 and above are supported with this dongle, and with regards to Android, all Android phones version 11 and above are supported here as well. We do also have the option to update the software of this device over the air or OTA, which is always highly convenient. And finally, all the voice control features should still work on this dongle too. Inside the box, we get a total of 4 things: a small certificate of authenticity, a small user manual, a USB Type A to C plug adapter which can be used if your car has a built-in Type C CarPlay or Android Auto port, and of course the main device, which is the Atobility WA1. This dongle is quite a compact little plastic device. It comes with a Type A port to connect to your car. The rest of the body has a sort of a box type design with a partially shiny look on one side of it, where we can also notice a small LED embedded within. Not much going on any of the other sides. And on the other side of this thing, we can see the text Car AI Box written. Still no company branding though. Anyways, it is really lightweight, weighing just 10 grams without the Type A to C adapter and just 13 grams with the adapter. In terms of size, it's around 5 cm long with the USB-A port, about 1 cm thick, a little over 6 cm long with the Type A to C adapter, just a bit under 6 cm if you plug in the Type C port in your car, and finally around just 4 cm if you plug it in your USB-A port of your car instead. And for size comparison, here are my car keys next to the Atobility WA1. So now we are inside my car, the Kia Sonet, to test out the Atobility WA1. My car comes with a USB-A port for both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So clearly the USB-C port is of no use to me here, which means that I can simply insert the WA1 to my car's USB-A port to get this thing working. Shortly after we connect the adapter, we can notice a light blinking underneath it, meaning that the dongle has powered up. And sure enough, we can see a different display on my screen here as well. On the bottom left, we can see the SSID of the device, which can be referenced to pair with the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi on our phones. And on the bottom right, we can see the current version number of this adapter. Alright, first let's check out Apple CarPlay using my iPhone SE. All we have to do here is enable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and pair the iPhone to the Atobility WA1, SSID for which is already being displayed on the car screen, after which you should be able to see a prompt on your phone. Click on connect, and as soon as the pairing process completes, we can see Apple CarPlay on my car's head unit working wirelessly. And now we can start using Apple CarPlay just like we normally do with the wired connection. Here we can access the maps, zoom in, zoom out, set a destination, etc. Basically everything that we could do while connected with a wire as well. We can listen to our favorite songs by opening up my preferred app, Spotify, and everything just works perfectly. We can even use the steering wheel controls or all of the buttons right below the screen to change the tracks or set the volume. Everything is just very well integrated as if it was originally a part of the car out of the factory. And yes, even the voice control feature still works perfectly.
Your WhatsApp message says, "Hey Harry, this is a test message using the Atobility WA1 dongle. Send it."
Send it.
Done.
We can even make and receive phone calls, and again use the steering wheel controls to hang up when we are done. Voice was crisp and clear without any issues or delay in my testing. Mic test. Mic test. Okay, let's quickly check how much time it'll take for the Atobility WA1 to start Apple CarPlay in the car from now on whenever I decide to go for a drive. The timer has been started as soon as I plugged in the adapter, and as you can see, it took just about 21 seconds to connect to Apple CarPlay, which is perfectly acceptable given the price of this device. Alright, now let's check out Android Auto. I'll be using my Samsung S24 Ultra here. Connection method is pretty much the same, though this time around I did try pairing it without first enabling the Wi-Fi, and it still worked without any issues. And as you can see, Android Auto is working on my car's head unit wirelessly now. All of the apps here function exactly like the wired counterpart, with latency at a minimum as per my testing. Everything works really well, be it using Google Maps for navigation, Spotify for listening to music on the go, or even to call someone, all of which now is being done wirelessly. The steering wheel controls still work here in Android Auto, and so do the voice commands, which is once again very convenient. Okay, now let's quickly check how much time it'll take for the Atobility WA1 to start Android Auto in my car from now on whenever I decide to go for a drive. The timer has been started as soon as I plugged in the adapter. As you can see, it took just over 17 seconds to connect to Android Auto, which is almost 4 seconds faster than Apple CarPlay. In my opinion, anything under 30 seconds is considered a good connection time, especially if the price of the adapter is this low. Alright, now let's see how we can enter the settings of this device, and in the process we'll see how we can update its software. The device can be connected to any power bank as well as any wall adapter, since it needs just 5 volts to power up. All you have to do here is connect either your iPhone or Android device with the Wi-Fi of this device. And as for the password, it's 8x8, which is mentioned on the user manual as well, along with all of the steps needed for both the platforms. Then open up any browser and enter the URL 192.168.1.101. Here we can see the version number, we can restore the factory settings, select any of the offered Wi-Fi channels, video streaming modes or audio streaming modes, and we can also enter the car's make and model if we want. We also get the option to reach out to the customer service from within here. And down here, we get the option to update the software of this unit. You will need to use your phone's internet to download the software update though. However, for some reason, I was not able to get this working for me here in this device, which is usually not the case, as I've tested other similar devices having this sort of a very similar web page earlier as well. This seems to be an issue with just this unit as far as I can tell. In conclusion, I'm quite impressed with the Atobility WA1, and I think it's a tough price to beat for any other similar device in the market. It does have an advantage over its competitors, which basically provide the same functionality, even though this one has a bit slower auto reconnection time. It does the job while maintaining a low cost, making this a no-brainer for sure. Definitely worth looking into if you're planning to buy a device such as this. At the time this video is being recorded, this device can be yours for 3,600 rupees. However, if you use my exclusive discount code HarryWT, you would have to pay just 3,060 rupees, which is a superb deal if you ask me. For reference purpose, my unit was delivered to me in just 4 days time with no hassles or extra payments whatsoever, since at the time of making this video, all Atobility products are shipped to customers in India locally. Also, if you're looking for an Android AI box for your car that can turn your car's screen into a fully functional Android tablet, then you can check out this video right here where I've showcased a very affordable one which should pique your interest. That's it for this video. I'll catch you soon in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.